However, some people may be hearing rambling or reading is a trigger. So today I'm going to be sorry I took a stop for a second. I thought my air conditioner was kicking on. It's just the refrigerator. But so today anyways, we're going to be reading part of The Art of War. I've already read it, even though that looks like it's. See if we can focus. Even though it looks like it's only like halfway through. I already read it. The next part is just like a translation and a bunch of other stuff. So, there's like a bunch of additions I haven't got to yet. But anyways, yeah. I don't know how far we're going to get into the book. But it's kind of laid out interestingly. So, it has like 13 chapters per se, and then if you can't tell here, don't mind me making notes and stuff, it's labeled in bullet points. There we go. It's labeled in like bullet points, which is I don't know if that's just, maybe there are different versions out there, but this is the one I got. It was like the cheapest version I could get at Barnes & Noble. The like Barnes & Noble Classics. There we go. So yeah, I'll be reading that today, and hope you all enjoy. So let's roll into this video. Chapter 1. Laying plans. Chapter. Chapter 1. Laying plans. Sun Tzu said, the art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. These are 1. The moral law. 2. Heaven. 3. Earth. 4. The commander. 5. Method and discipline. 5 and 6. Oh, my bad. Ignore the 5 and 6. The moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler, so that they will follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. Heaven signifies night and day, cold and heat, times and seasons. Earth comprises distances great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. By method and discipline are to be understood the marshalling of the army in its proper subdivisions, the gradations of rank among the officers, the maintenance of roads by which supplies may reach the army, and the control of military expenditure. These 5 heads should be familiar to every general, knows them will be victorious. He who knows them not will fail. Therefore, in your deliberations, when seeking to determine the military conditions, let them be made the basis of a comparison in the wise. 1. Which of these two sovereigns is imbued with the moral law? Which of the two generals has most ability? With whom lie the advantages derived from heaven and earth? On which side is discipline most rigorously enforced? Which army is stronger? On which side are officers and men more highly trained? In which army is there greater constancy both in reward and punishment? By means of these 7 considerations, I can forecast victory or defeat. The general that hearkens to my counsel and acts upon it will conquer. Let such a one be retained in command. The general that hearkens not to my counsel nor acts upon it will suffer defeat. Let such a one be dismissed. While aiding the profit of my counsel, avail yourself also of any helpful circumstances over and beyond the ordinary rules. According as circumstances are favorable, one should modify one's plans. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must seem inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Hold out baits to entice the enemy, feign disorder, and crush him. If he is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak that he may grow arrogant. If he is taking his ease, give him not rest. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. These military devices leading to victory must not be divulged beforehand. Now the general who wins a battle makes many calculations in his temple ere the battle is fought. The general who loses a battle makes but few calculations beforehand. Thus do many calculations lead to victory, and few calculations lead to defeat. How much more no calculation at all? It is by attention to this point that I can foresee who is likely to win or lose. We can move on to chapter 2. Chapter 2. Waging War. Sun Tzu said, in the operations of war, where there are in the field 1,000 swift chariots, as many heavy chariots, and 100,000 mail-clad soldiers, with provisions enough to carry them 1,000 li. The expenditure at home and at the front including entertainment of guests, small items such as glue and paint, and some spent on chariots and armor will reach the total of 1,000 ounces of silver per day. Such is the cost of raising an army of 100,000 men. When you engage in actual fighting, if victory is long in coming, the men's weapons will grow dull and their armor will be dampened. If you lay siege to a town, you will exhaust your strength. Again, if the campaign is protracted, resources of the state will not be equal to the strain. Now, when your weapons are dulled, your ardor dampened, your strength exhausted, and your treasure spent, other chieftains will spring up to take advantage of your extremity. Then no man, however wise, will be able to avert the consequences that must ensue. Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been seen associated with long delays. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. The skillful soldier does not raise a second levy, neither are his supply wagons loaded more than twice. Bring war material with you from home, but forage on the enemy. Thus the army will have food enough for its needs. Poverty of the state exchequer, I think that's how you pronounce it, causes an army to be maintained by contributions from a distance. Contributing to maintain an army at a distance causes the people to be impoverished. On the other hand, the proximity of an army causes prices to go up, and high prices cause the people's substance to be drained away. When their substance is drained away, the peasantry will be afflicted by heavy exactions. With this loss of substance and exhaustion of strength, the homes of the people will be stripped bare, and 3/10 of their incomes will be dissipated, while government expenses for broken chariots, worn-out horses, breastplates and helmets, bows and arrows, spears and shields, protective mantles, draught oxen, and heavy wagons will amount to 4/10 of its total revenue. Hence, a wise general makes a point of foraging on the enemy. 1 carload of the enemy's provisions is equivalent to 20 of one's own, and likewise a single pickle of his provender is equivalent to 20 of one's own store. Now, in order to kill the enemy, our men must be aroused to anger, that there may be advantage from defeating the enemy. They must have their rewards. Therefore, in chariot fighting, when 10 or more chariots have been taken, those should be rewarded who took the first. Our own flags should be substituted for those of the enemy, and the chariots mingled and used in conjunction with ours. The captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. This is called using the conquered foe to augment one's own strength. In the war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Thus it may be known that the leader of armies is the arbiter of the people's fate, the man on whom it depends whether the nation shall be in peace or in peril. Turn off the book light. Close the book. That is the first 2 chapters of The Art of War. I slipped up here and there, and some of the words are words that were used back in the time of Sun Tzu, and so you'll have the Li, like what's spelled Li. I said earlier, and then pickle I think was Picul. I think I'll probably have to check, but VICUL, so you'll have to, or if there's any words that were kind of confusing that didn't necessarily make sense in the context of English, look them up in reference to The Art of War, and they're explained on Google. Just Google it. But yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all enjoyed this kind of thing, I think I'm gonna continue and keep on doing this kind of reading in a whisper voice ASMR. I'll go through The Art of War. I just recently finished The Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, so probably move on to that after The Art of War. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support and everything y'all do. I really am thankful. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm posting 2 videos a week. More recently, I'm going to bump that up to 3 videos a week now, since I'm around a week ahead on some homework. I can bump that up a little bit more with a consistent pace. So yeah, please like and subscribe, comment any recommendations, or if you really liked the reading and the whisper voice, if you got any recommendation for triggers or videos, please leave them down in the comments. I thank you all so much, and I really hope this helped y'all, whether it be studying or going to sleep, whatever it may be. I really hope it helped. Anyways, that's all for me tonight, and I hope y'all have a good night and sleep well.